My friend Jim retired 3 years ago with a modest pension. Last month, he invited me over for coffee and pulled out his bank statement. "Look at this," he said, pointing to a deposit. $1,200. That's just from last week's herb harvest. I was stunned. Jim doesn't have a farm. He has a quarter-acre backyard and a small greenhouse. But what he's growing isn't corn or tomatoes. He's growing specialty plants that restaurants and health food stores are literally calling him to buy. 9-inch, most people have no idea, he said. While everyone's growing the same vegetables, I'm growing plants that sell for $20, $40, even $80 per pound. And the market can't get enough. Today, I'm sharing Jim's secret. 20 profitable plants that most gardeners have never heard of, but that could completely change your financial picture in retirement. Plants with massive profit margins, low startup costs, and markets that are desperately undersupplied. Welcome to Home Garden Fix, where we share simple solutions that not only beautify your space, but can actually put money in your pocket. I'm so glad you're here today. Before we dive in, let me ask you, have you ever thought about turning your garden into a source of income? Not just saving money on groceries, but actually earning money? Drop a comment and tell me, because what I'm sharing today could open up possibilities you never imagined. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button right now. We share practical, proven methods every week for folks who want more from their gardens without breaking their backs or their budgets. Let's start with 20 plants ranked from impressive to absolutely incredible. But I'm only covering my top 5 in detail today. At the end, I'll give you a complete resource list. Plant 1, Moringa, the miracle tree. Jim grows 3 of these in large containers and harvests leaves year-round. The dried leaves sell for $20 to $40 per pound, and health food stores can't keep in stock. Moringa oleifera is one of the most nutrient-dense plants on Earth, packed with vitamins, minerals, and protein. The supplement industry is booming, and Moringa is one of the stars. Here's what makes it special for home growers like us. The tree grows incredibly fast, sometimes 15 feet in the first year in warm climates. You can keep it smaller in containers. You harvest the leaves multiple times per season, and once established, it requires minimal care. Jim told me his 3 trees produce about 30 pounds of dried leaves per year. At $30 per pound, that's $900 from 3 potted trees. Not bad for something that takes about an hour of work per month. The market is exploding. From smoothie shops to supplement companies to tea blends, everyone wants Moringa. And most of it is still being imported, which means domestic growers have a huge advantage with freshness and quality. Plant 2, Culantro. Not cilantro, but actually more valuable. This herb sells for $15 to $30 per pound, and Latin American and Asian restaurants are always looking for suppliers. Eryngium foetidum has a stronger, more intense flavor than cilantro. It's essential in sofrito, risotto, Thai curries, and Vietnamese pho. But here's the key. It's incredibly rare in regular stores. Jim grows this in his greenhouse during winter and outside in summer. He has one restaurant that takes everything he can grow. They pay him $25 per pound for fresh, clean leaves delivered twice weekly. The business opportunity is clear. There's established demand from specific cultural communities. The plant is relatively easy to grow, and the supply chain is underdeveloped, meaning premium pricing for home growers who can deliver consistent quality. Here's what Jim does. He plants a new batch every 3 weeks, so he always has harvestable plants. Each square foot produces about half a pound of leaves per month. 20 square feet gives him 10 pounds per month at $25 per pound. That's $250 monthly from a small greenhouse bed. Plant 3, Shiso, the Japanese herb going mainstream. This distinctive herb sells for $20 to $50 per pound, especially to restaurants. Perilla frutescens comes in green and purple varieties. It's essential in Japanese and Korean cooking, used in sushi, as wraps for meat, and as a distinctive garnish. The flavor is complex, minty, and basil-like with unique notes. Jim discovered shiso when a local Japanese restaurant asked if he could grow anything unusual. Now he supplies 3 restaurants regularly. The plants are prolific. Once they start producing, you get continuous harvests. Here's the opportunity. Japanese and Korean restaurants are opening everywhere, and they all need shiso. But finding fresh, local shiso is nearly impossible in most areas. You become the only supplier, and that's a powerful position. Jim grows about 40 plants in rotation. Each plant produces enough leaves for about 2 restaurant orders per week. At $35 per pound and roughly 3 pounds per week, that's over $400 monthly from less than 30 square feet of growing space. How many of you are thinking, I could do this? Drop a comment below. And if you're finding these ideas exciting, give this video a quick like. It helps us reach more folks like you who want practical ways to earn from their gardens. Plant 4, lemon balm, the stress relief herb everyone wants. This gentle herb sells for $20 to $40 per pound dried, and the wellness industry can't get enough. Melissa officinalis is used in teas, tinctures, supplements, and aromatherapy. Research supports its traditional use for anxiety and sleep issues, which means the market includes both herbalists and modern wellness consumers. Here's what makes lemon balm perfect for home growers. It's incredibly easy to grow, spreading vigorously once established. It grows in partial shade. You harvest multiple times per season, and the demand keeps growing. Jim dries his lemon balm and sells it to 3 local tea shops and a natural health store. He also packages small bundles for a farmer's market stall his daughter runs. The dried herb sells for about $30 per pound at wholesale. His 6 large plants produce about 15 pounds of dried leaves per year. That's $450 from plants that require almost no maintenance. He waters them, harvests them, and that's about it. The modern stress epidemic has created unprecedented demand for gentle, natural stress relief. Lemon balm fits perfectly without side effects. And unlike imported herbs, fresh local lemon balm has superior aroma and potency. Plant 5, catnip. Number 5, high-grade catnip. Yes, really. Premium catnip sells for $30 to $60 per pound, and the pet industry is massive. Nepeta cataria isn't just for cheap cat toys. Quality matters enormously. Premium organic fresh catnip commands far higher prices, and pet owners who love their cats will pay for the good stuff. Jim discovered this market accidentally when a pet boutique owner asked if he grew catnip. Now he supplies 4 pet stores regularly with premium dried catnip in attractive packaging. Here's the business angle. The market is huge and established. Catnip grows vigorously as a perennial, and you can target premium markets, natural pet stores, high-end boutiques, direct to cat-loving consumers. Jim's approach is smart. He grows 20 plants that produce continuously. He dries the leaves carefully to preserve potency and aroma. He packages it in small, attractive bags with his garden label. The pet stores sell it for $8 to $12 per ounce and pay him $40 per pound wholesale. His 20 plants produce about 30 pounds per year. At $40 per pound, that's $1,200 from a crop most people consider a weed. Modern pet ownership treats animals as family, and that means premium products command premium prices. Now let me quickly run through numbers 6 through 20 so you have the complete picture. 6. Purslane, that weed, worth $15 to $30 per pound with more omega-3s than spinach. 7. Ashwagandha, the adaptogen selling for $25 to $60 per pound. 8. Stevia, natural sweetener leaves at $20 to $40 per pound. 9. Calendula, skincare industry favorite at $20 to $50 per pound. 10. Tulsi or holy basil, wellness industry star at $20 to $45 per pound. 11. Fenugreek, dual culinary and medicinal market at $15 to $30 per pound. 12. Lovage, chef's secret ingredient at $15 to $30 per pound. 13. Mexican tarragon, grows where French tarragon won't, same premium pricing. 14. Episode, essential Mexican herb at $12 to $25 per pound. 15. Hyssop, forgotten tea herb making a comeback at $20 to $35 per pound. 16. Yupon holly, America's only native caffeine source at $30 to $70 per pound. 17. Duckweed, yes, pond scum, NASA studied at $20 to $60 per pound dried. 18. Gotu kola, cognitive enhancement herb at $30 to $60 per pound. 19. Sichuan pepper, exotic spice worth $40 to $80 per pound. 20. Fresh herb combinations for chefs. Customized specialty blends often command the highest prices of all. The reality check. Now, let's be realistic. Jim didn't become a millionaire overnight. He started small with 5 plants 3 years ago. He learned his local market. He built relationships with buyers. And he gradually expanded based on demand. His total garden income last year was about $18,000. That's not retirement replacement for most people, but it's substantial supplemental income. And it came from a quarter acre and a small greenhouse. Here's what Jim teaches. Start with 1 or 2 plants that interest you. Find one buyer. Learn the growing and harvesting process. Then expand gradually. Don't try to grow everything at once. The real wealth isn't in growing every plant on this list. It's in finding the 2 or 3 that work in your climate, that you enjoy growing, and that have demand in your local market. Then becoming the reliable, quality supplier for those specific plants. What makes these plants different from regular vegetables? 3 things. First, scarcity. Most stores don't carry them, so buyers will seek you out. Second, premium pricing. These aren't commodity crops with razor-thin margins. Third, niche markets. You're not competing with industrial agriculture. You're serving specialty markets that value quality and freshness. You don't need acres. You don't need expensive equipment. You need knowledge, which you're building right now, and willingness to serve markets others are ignoring. Friends, I'm not promising you'll become a millionaire, but I'm showing you that your garden can be more than a hobby. It can be a legitimate income source in retirement or a way to earn while you're still working. What plant on this list intrigues you most? Drop a comment and let me know. Your questions help me create better content for this community. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and share this with friends who might be interested. And subscribe to Home Garden Fix for more practical ways to make your garden work for you. Thanks for your time today. Until next time, keep growing and remember that every garden has hidden potential. This is Home Garden Fix. Happy gardening, friends.